I was at the High Court last Friday when we got a temporary stay of execution from the law. I don't put my faith in the law, but at the moment we need to lobby them to get the judicial review to find in our favour. We learned a couple of things in that judicial review that we didn't know before perhaps. We learned that it was a personal decision by Theresa May, the Home Secretary, to revoke the licence for London Met to issue international visas. The UKBA had said it was an operational decision by them. They lied to us. How many more lies have they told to us? That's another answer, the question that we need answering. We also learned at the court hearing from Lord Justice Irvine that it was because of London Met's link with the London School of Business and Finance, a private university, that the UKBA, quote, aggressively audited us, which led to this disaster. So, once again, it was London Met management flirting with the private sector, trying to make a cheap buck out of private universities that has plunged London Met into this latest disaster. London Met Unison UCU have been campaigning against so-called shared services, which is an attempt to outsource the entire support services of London Met. That includes advice, disability support, counselling, registry services. They want Capita, BT Global or Wipro, who are all multinational outsourcers, to run our support services rather than staff at London Met. We refuse to accept this as students and staff and unions of London Met, and we will refuse to have our support services which support students, carved up and run for the benefit of shareholders, not for the benefit of students. I'd like to invite Sean and Nick from Islington Trades Council to say a few words. Thank you. Mick Gilgun, Secretary of Islington Trades Union Council and a member of IHOOPS, that's Islington Hands Off Our Public Services.
Just speak right into it.
Islington Hands Off Our Public Services and Islington Trades Union Council wishing you solidarity today in your protest against the attack, constant attack that has happened to London Metropolitan University. Just to let you know that Islington Trades Union Council is basically part of the community. We campaign for trade unions and for the community. And you've been under a constant attack, and I fear that London Met University will be under more attack. We've had rumours about redundancies and these recent attacks about overseas students, and I think really the key word is sticking together. Whether you're a trade unionist, whether you're a student, whether you work in the private sector or public sector, whether you're unemployed, whether you work white collar job, blue collar job, whatever your profession, whatever your way in life, we have to stick together against these cuts. This government are making enormous cuts in all sectors. They're cutting back on legislation, health and safety legislation. They're attacking trade unionists for facilities times. They're attacking students under increasing student fees. And we must stick together. The history of further education, the widening, the universality of further education is a very important fabric of the welfare state. In the 1960s, 70s and 80s, a widening of the franchise to people who before couldn't afford further education. That's a very important part of our inheritance. And we must remember the words of solidarity, and we must always be defiant. So solidarity from Islington Trades Union Council. I'd like to invite Adnan Pavel to come and say a few words now, and I'd like to personally thank Adnan for all the work he's put in the last few weeks supporting students at London Met. Adnan is one of the student union sabbatical officers.
Thank you everyone for coming. decision of UKBA on London Met is not only the attack on London Met, this is the attack on higher education, this is the attack on the community, local community, this is the attack on British higher education reputation as well. So we need to keep this fight going on against UKBA and the present government so that they reverse the decision of London Met, so that London, in near future, London Met can sponsor international students. And thank you very much for everyone for joining us to show your solidarity for the international students of London Metropolitan University. Thank you very much.